Unit 8 and Unit 9 will be for your second sessional exam. Theory noted down Unit 8 and Unit 9 from my side for your second sessional theory examination. And from Nagarajan sir side, you just ask him, okay, whatever questions covered after first sessional will be included. Okay, mostly protein and amino acids metabolism he has covered, and you have written class test also. So these 3 units most probably will be included in your theory sessional, second sessional. And for practicals, both blood and serum analysis, the second part of your practical. Full blood and serum analysis. One experiment will be of minor experiment, that will be qualitative analysis, and any one quantitative method as major experiment will be given. And viva voce will be asked during the exam as like first sessional exam. Okay, once you complete the writing exam in the morning session, afternoon session, or immediately after completing your writing of exam, viva will be conducted for 2 to 2.5 hours. You will be having viva. Okay, now let's move on to the next experiment in blood analysis. Hope you can observe the experiment. Word shared for the experiment today. That is quantitative estimation of blood creatinine by Jaff's method. The 9th experiment is quantitative estimation of blood creatinine by Jaff's method. What are the experiments till now we have completed under blood or serum analysis? The blood sample analysis, how many experiments we have completed? Say the title of experiments completed. One of you say the experiment title. Give answers. What are the experiments have been completed under blood analysis? So nobody is listening to the class. May I get answers? Okay. Folin tungstate filtrate preparation, and then Lieberman-Burchard's method for blood cholesterol estimation. Okay, thank you, Subhikshna. Anyone can tell orally, no? Instead of giving message, any one of you can give message, means answers orally. Jaffney.
Preparation of Folin Wu filtrate from blood.
Folin tungstate filtrate you have to say, not Folin Wu filtrate. Okay. While saying, say about Folin tungstate filtrate. Okay. Next experiment.
Folin tungstate filtrate from blood. Then serum cholesterol by Lieberman-Burchard method.
Blood cholesterol only here. Okay. We have not prepared a serum, right? So whole blood has been taken. So you can give it as blood cholesterol level, right? Okay, so we have completed those 2 experiments in online we have discussed, and your last experiment all have written very well and have submitted the observations very good. Okay, except Gautam, all are submitting in time. Gautam only didn't submit. He asked for 1 or 2 classes excuses, but he has not submitted his practicals, class test, and assignments any. So kindly submit your incompleted submissions, complete it and submit it as soon as possible. Otherwise, I will not allow you to write second sessional theory and practicals. Your marks will be 0 only. Okay. Your papers also will not be evaluated if you write also. Gautam. Except him, all others have been submitted. It's good only. So now we'll move on to the next 3rd experiment in blood analysis. We'll have discussion on this. This is quantitative estimation of blood creatinine by Jaff's method, and a demo of this experiment also I will be posting in your classroom. So you can observe after my explanation how the color change and how we need to perform in the lab as a demo, direct demo of video from the other college. It has been uploaded in the YouTube, so I'll be forwarding you that. Okay, so you can observe after this explanation, but in your manual the procedure given in this format, you can take your manual and observe the procedure for its explanation. And you have to write whatever formats you are writing for previous experiments. The same points and formats are required for this experiments also, like schematic representation, chemical reaction, clinical significance, and then discussion, report, references. This all contents under reason for adding reagents. This all contents for all the experiments are needed, and that is to be written in the observation. Okay. And now let's see quantitative estimation of blood creatinine by Jaf's method. Quantitatively, we are going to estimate creatinine sample, creatinine present in the blood sample by means of Jaf's method. So let's see the procedure and requirements for that. Before moving on to the procedure, we'll see what are the requirements we need for this. First one, standard creatinine solution, standard creatinine solution, and the blood sample also required. Blood sample, standard creatinine will be of pure creatinine sample prepared with the standard amount given, that is known concentration of creatinine solution is called as standard creatinine. Then 0.1 normal HCl, 0.1 normal HCl, hydrochloric acid, then 1% picric acid solution, then 10% sodium hydroxide solution, then 10% sodium tungstate in sulfuric acid. Hope you know what is the role of sodium tungstate and sulfuric acid. It is to get protein-free filtrate, sodium tungstate and sulfuric acid is added, right? So remaining reagents will be used for Jaf's method. Actual procedure of Jaf's method. Principle is creatinine reacts with alkaline picrate. Yeah.
Ma'am, excuse me. Ma'am, Pramod is waiting in the lobby, ma'am. Please go.
Oh, okay. Ask him to enter.
Okay, ma'am.
Entered, Amma. Okay, so creatinine will come under NPN constituent. We have seen NPN constituents in theory, right? We'll be discussing in the forthcoming class what is NPN. NPN is non-protein nitrogenous substances. Non-protein nitrogenous substances. In that, creatinine is one of the substance. Okay, so we need to analyze the quantity of creatinine. How we can analyze? By means of the reagent, coloring reagent. What reagent is added? Alkaline picrate, picric acid in alkaline solution. That's what picric acid solution of 1% is taken, and 10% of sodium hydroxide solution is taken. 10% sodium hydroxide in order to produce alkaline medium, where picric acid is to react with the creatinine. Okay, so alkaline medium, picric acid, alkaline picrate will react with creatinine to form a red color complex. The intensity of red color will be varying with creatinine concentration. Increase in creatinine concentration will increase the intensity of color complex formed. So based on that concept, we will measure the quantity of creatinine present in the sample by means of colorimetric analysis. Already it is discussed what is colorimetric.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, Pramod waiting in lobby, ma'am.
Okay, ask him to enter. Already 30 members are there. If he enters only, I can admit, right? Nobody is there to enter now. Nobody is requesting. Okay, if anyone comes, I'll be getting the signal. I'll allow them. Okay, let's proceed. If any doubt is there, those who couldn't enter into the class, you can refer to the explanatory video later. Okay. If anybody comes, I will be allowing you to Listen to the class. Already 30 are there. So color intensity of creatinine complex with alkaline picrate will be varying according. Yeah, now Pramod he entered. Okay. It is equal to the concentration of creatinine. Intensity is directly proportional to concentration of creatinine. So in that case, it is analyzed by that way. It is analyzed by calorimetric method using direct comparison method. We have discussed what is direct comparison also in the last class. When known concentration of standard is taken, that is standard creatinine, will be allowed to react with the reagent of known volume and concentration of alkaline picrate. So the absorbance of known concentrated solution will be known, that is standard, that will be compared with unknown concentration, that is the creatinine present in blood sample will be analyzed with the same reagent. So we'll be knowing concentration of reagents, volume of reagents added, and the standard creatinine concentration and what substance we are taking. Only we need to find out the unknown concentration of creatinine. So that is done with JAFS method. The method is called JAFS method, since who found the reaction between creatinine and alkaline picrate. What is the color produced? Red color. So the optical density of red color is proportional to the amount of creatinine in the sample, which is measured at 520 plus or minus 50 nanometer difference. We can use around 520 nanometer. The red complex produced from creatinine and alkaline picrate can be measured calorimetrically. Okay. So that is the concept here, and you need to find and write creatinine chemical structure, alkaline picrate chemical structure, and the red color complex, what complex is formed between them, so that it gives red color. Chemical reaction you need to find and write it. Then the normal levels of blood or serum creatinine in males are 0.9 to 1.4 milligram per deciliter. You have to note down the range of creatinine. It is below 2 milligram, right? Usually cholesterol, where blood cholesterol and blood sugar will be of in hundreds, right? But this is in tens only, that to below 10, 2 milligram, around 2 milligram per deciliter. It is very minute amount of creatinine will be existing in the blood. So normal levels of blood or serum creatinine in males will be varying from 0.9 to 1.4 milligram per deciliter. Deciliter is 100 ml. And in females, it will be varying from 0.8 to 1.2 milligram per deciliter. Comparing males, females have very less creatinine amount. Then the increased level of creatinine causes impaired renal function. So it is one of the renal function test. Creatinine test will be the one of the renal function test. So it will indicate the impaired renal function. Already in kidney function test, we have discussed many renal failure syndromes, right? So just go through that. Then the decreased level causes muscular dystrophy. Muscular dystrophy. So this is about creatinine and its analysis, concept behind it. Now let's see about the procedure. Take 7 ml of water. Before moving on to the procedure, let's see the preparation of reagents, how to prepare standard creatinine solution, that is called a stock solution. What is standard creatinine solution? Creatinine concentration will be known, and it is a pure creatinine sample, and it is to be compared with the blood creatinine, that is unknown concentration of creatinine. So prepare a stock standard by dissolving 100 milligram of pure dry creatinine, 100 milligram of pure dry creatinine in 0.1 normal hydrochloric acid. So creatinine will be dissolved in acid, hydrochloric acid. That's why hydrochloric acid is used. It is not dissolved in water or some other solvent. Solvent for dissolving creatinine is 0.1 normal hydrochloric acid. So in this experiment, you are using two acids. One is to dissolve sodium tungstate and another one is to dissolve creatinine, right? Sodium tungstate is to prepare protein-free filtrate, where you are using sulfuric acid. And here, in order to dissolve creatinine, hydrochloric acid is used. And dilute the same with up to 100 ml with hydrochloric acid. And this solution is very stable and contains 1 milligram of creatinine per ml. This is the dilution calculation where you are taking 100 milligram, that is dissolved with 100 ml of 0.1 normal hydrochloric acid, 100 in 100 ml. So how much ml will be there in 1 ml? How much milligram will be there? 1 milligram. 100 and 100 will be cancelled. So 1 milligram per ml will be there. 1 milligram equals to 1000 microgram. So in that concept we need to take. So this is the dilution pattern and preparation pattern for standard creatinine solution. So now standard creatinine concentration is 1 milligram. That is 1000 microgram per ml. Then creatinine working standard solution. How much we need to prepare means take 5 ml of stock solution in the volumetric flask. Then add 10 ml of 0.1 and hydrochloric acid. Make the volume up to 100 ml with distilled water. 5 ml of stock solution. Now 1 milligram, 1 ml of stock contains 1 milligram. If you take 5 ml, 1 ml contains how many milligram? 1 milligram. If you take 5 ml, it contains 5 milligram. That means 5000 microgram. It is again diluted with 100 ml, final 100 ml distilled water. You are just adding 10 ml hydrochloric acid and it is made up to 100 ml with distilled water, remaining amount with distilled water. So finally the dilution of 5 ml to 100 ml is done. So 5000 microgram is diluted 100 times in order to get 50 microgram per ml. So creatinine concentration finally will be 50 microgram per ml. So that 50 microgram per ml is taken for preparing the standard solution. So we will be preparing one blank solution and one standard solution and a test solution. Standard solution concentration is what? That is the working standard. The second step what you have done. That is what we have discussed as a second step. Creatinine working standard solution. So it will be comprising 50 microgram per ml. 50 microgram per ml. How it is derived? From the volume taken of stock solution, volume of stock solution taken to prepare 50 microgram per ml. How much it was stock solution? 1 milligram per ml. 100 milligram was dissolved in 100 ml, so it will give 1 milligram per 100 ml. So 1 milligram per ml. So from this we are taking, from the 100 ml we are taking 5 ml. So each ml contains 1 milligram, so it will be a 5 milligram. 5 milligram is again diluted up to 100 ml. With two solvents. So first with the 10 ml 0.1 hydrochloric acid, then volume is made with 100 ml with the distilled water up to 100 ml to get 50 microgram per ml. 5000 divided by 100 will give you 50 microgram per ml. That is the standard concentration. From this solution is used for making standard solution. So let's see the procedure. Now you know standard how much quantity we need to take of standard creatinine. Take 0.2 ml of standard creatinine solution. What is the concentration? 50 microgram per ml. So in the standard test tube, so you'll be taking 3 test tubes. One will be labeled as T, another one will be standard, another one will be blank. When blank, we'll not be adding any creatinine solution. What we are going to analyze? Creatinine. So in blank, what will not be there? Creatinine will not be there. Instead of that, you will be it will be added with distilled water. Okay. In blank container, we will be adding with distilled water, 0.2 ml distilled water. Total volume, whatever we are finally making the sample solution, that is 5 ml. So 5 ml distilled water will be added to the blank solution. Okay. First sample volume, how much you are adding is to each tube. You will be taking how many tubes? 3 tubes. Tested test tube, then standard test tube, then blank test tube. In each test tube, first you are going to add the sample, where in blank no sample is added. In test solution, first now you have ready with standard, right? Standard of how much concentration? Known concentration, right? So what is the known concentration? 50 microgram per ml. Of 0.2 ml as per the procedure, you need to add 0.2 ml of 50 microgram per ml to the standard test tube. Okay. Now let's see how a test is prepared. To prepare test solution, we need to take a protein-free filtrate. Since it is non-protein nitrogenous compound, if proteins are there, definitely it will interfere with the absorbance and the reaction with compound. So definitely we need to remove the proteins. So what is deprotonating agent? Sodium tungstate solution. So we need to add, we need to prepare protein-free filtrate, and after preparing protein-free filtrate, the filtrate of 5 ml is taken to the test tube. How much we have to take? 5 ml of protein-free filtrate. From how much ml of blood? 1 ml of either serum or blood is taken. To that 1 ml of 10% sodium tungstate solution is added, and then 1 ml of sulfuric acid is added. So in acidic medium, sodium tungstate reacts with the proteins and it is getting precipitated. And before that, that was diluted with 10 ml water also. So this is the procedure. We need to allow for some minute, then centrifuge, take the supernatant liquid, and that supernatant liquid is the filtrate. That is 5 ml of filtrate is taken. That is transferred to test tube. Now you have added standard and test. Standard, after adding 0.2 ml standard creatinine solution, volume is made up to 5 ml with distilled water. Since we have taken 5 ml filtrate, right, of sample, so this quantity also should be same. Standard quantity also should be same. That should be 5 ml. So 0.2 ml you have added. How much you need to add to bring the volume to 5 ml? 4.8 ml. So 4.8 ml of distilled water is added to standard test tube in order to make the volume uniform. Since the 5 ml filtrate is taken in test tube. Remember that how much you are taking in the test tube? Protein free filtrate 5 ml blood sample. So which will be containing non-protein nitrogenous compound. Proteins were deprotonated with deprotonating agent. Now what it will be there? Non-protein nitrogenous compound, that is creatinine, will be there in the test tube. That is a 5 ml. Now how much you have taken the standard? 0.2 ml of 50 microgram per ml you have taken, and the volume of test is what? 5 ml. So we need to make this volume also up to 5 ml. So 4.8 ml of distilled water is needed to make the volume up to 5 ml. So now standard and test is ready with the samples only. Now in the blank test tube, what we have to do? Only 5 ml distilled water to be added. What is the maximum volume of samples added to test and standard? 5 ml. So without creatinine, 5 ml of blank distilled water only is taken. Why distilled water is taken? Here also solvent used for test and standard is distilled water only. So we need to take 5 ml distilled water in the blank. Now what we have to do? We need to add alkaline picrate. For that, picric acid and sodium hydroxide, these two reagents should be added. So how much ml we need to add? 2 ml of 1% picric acid. 2 ml of 1% picric acid to all the 3 test tubes we need to add. Already how much quantity of volume of test, blank and standard are there? 5 ml, right? Now how much quantity of picric acid is added? 2 ml each. 2 ml, 2 ml, 2 ml. So what is the total capacity or total volume now added to the test tube? 7 ml, right? So 5 sample and 2 picric acid solution. Of what concentration? 1% picric acid solution. And in order to produce alkaline condition, how much quantity of sodium hydroxide is added? 0.15 ml. It is 0.15 ml of 10% sodium hydroxide is added. So that's what the reagents added, and we need to mix all the solutions. Nearly now 7.15 ml of sample and reagents are there, and we need to mix all the reagents gently. Means all the tubes should be mixed for the reaction. To allow all the reagents to react with the creatinine sample, it is to be mixed gently, and then it is kept for around 15 to 20 minutes. So that the reaction will be completed. Creatinine, all the creatinine molecules present in the sample will be reacting with picric acid in presence of alkaline medium, and it will produce red color complex. Okay. After 20 minutes with the blank, we can make absorbance as 0 at 520 degree, sorry, at 520 nanometer as wavelength. 520 nanometer wavelength in calorimeter. Keep the blank solution in the instrument. In the cuvette, we need to take cuvette as sample cell. So blank solution will be having what? Only 5 ml distilled water and 2 ml picric acid and 0.15 ml sodium hydroxide. Nil creatinine is there in the blank. So that is the reagents made with 0 absorbance at 520 nanometer. Then we need to measure test and standard. How much absorbance due to creatinine for test and standard. Okay. And we have to, after measuring the reading from calorimeter, we have to apply in this formula in order to find out the quantity of creatinine present in the blood sample what you have taken. So blood creatinine in milligram per deciliter equals to optical density of test. What is the absorbance for test? That is divided by standard, this whole into 2. So you will be getting some quantity in milligram per ml. Now you can take down. So with this, the procedure is completed. And it's simple. We need to prepare standard solutions and protein-free filtrate. After then, make ready 3 test tubes. That is, one should be labeled with the test, another should be labeled with standard, and another is blank. And we have to add the mentioned amount of sample standard and blank, that is solvent. Then the mentioned volume of reagents are added, and it is allowed. It is not heated anywhere, right? Just we are mixing the reagents and allowing it for reaction up to 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. After then, the solution is ready for its absorbance at 520 nanometer in the calorimeter. Okay. Now I will share the readings of old record. Taking that, you know the normal value now, 0.9 to 1.4 milligram per deciliter for male and 0.8 to 1.2 milligram per deciliter for female. So taking this normal range, you can do the calculation for the given readings. Even you can keep the standard reading as constant, and only you can change the test reading according to the standard value what you need to get. Okay, within the standard range you need to get the result. Accordingly you can change the test results, and you no need to put the same value what I'm going to give. So give different readings of test so that you will be getting closest reading as you have done for previous experiments. And you have to report how much milligram per deciliter of creatinine is present in the taken blood sample. So this is what the concept. Let me share with you now the whole record, so that you can copy the readings. So for creatinine experiment, standard reading will be of 0.02 at 520 nanometer. Since the concentration is very low for creatinine sample taken, it will be 0.02, and test reading will be 0.01. Okay, and do the calculation as given in the formula. Optical density of test, that is 0.01 divided by 0.02 into 2. It gives 1 milligram per deciliter. So that you have to write, and you have to compare with the female. Girls can be compared with this reading, and boys can be compared with the male reading that can be reported. And you have to write a discussion, report, calculation. You have to do calculation. After then report. Once you have calculated the reading, write the report. Then after report, write a discussion. Okay. A report should be like what method you have done, what kind of sample you have done, what molecule you have detected, how much quantity it is. This all information should be there in the report. Then give the discussion on the obtained result. Okay, and application of the method should be given under discussion. After discussion, write chemical reaction on the left hand side of your observation. Chemical reaction, that is creatinine chemical structure, alkaline picric acid chemical structure, what is the color complex formed. This chemical reaction should be there. And then schematic representation of test tubes. I have said no, 3 test tubes. Draw the 3 test tubes and what all the things added and what color is produced. So that schematic representation should be given. And then chemical reaction schematic representation, and then you can give reasons for adding each reagent, okay, as a tabular column. This all information along with the references should be given in the observation. Write it and submit. Now I'll be sharing with you on YouTube also of conducting this JAFS method. So you can watch the demo now itself, so that it will be easy to draw schematic representation and all. Wait for a while. So it takes around 20 minutes. I'll be showing you the procedure alone. Okay,
directly with the supernatant, so you do not have distilled water with the blank test
See,
tube.
this is the
Now then
schematic
add
representation
citric
what they
acid
have
1
done.
ml into each test tube and then add sodium hydroxide into each test tube. Properly mix the content and keep it for around 30 minutes. And then afterwards, read it at 520 nanometers. Now let's see the procedures. So these are the burettes and this is a blank test tube. This is a blank sample. You can see we are collecting the sample 3 ml. Then take the standard test tube. Take the standard solution 3 ml.
What we are taking, the volumes are different, but observe the procedure is same only. Only
Then
volume
we take
taken
the
will be
test
varying.
sample.
We'll be taking very less volume comparing them.
That again will be here. Make sure you take the lower limit of the burette. Now we are going to add 1 ml of picric acid in each and every test tube. Blank.
Observe the picric acid color, that is of yellow color. So after adding 5 ml filtrate, 5 ml standard, 5 ml distilled water, we
Then
need to add
standard again,
2
same
ml of
picric
picric
acid will
acid
be taken.
solution in each test tube. Picric acid is of yellow in color. After reacting with creatinine, we will produce red color complex. Based on concentration, intensity of the color also will be varying. When concentration increases, it will be more intense.
Now thoroughly mix it. Then we are going to take again sodium hydroxide.
After addition of each reagent, we need to mix it, okay?
1
Then only the
ml
reaction
of
will
each
be
and every
uniform. So adding sodium hydroxide now.
Mix it and keep it for time being. Then in the standard,
The same volume will be added. Reagents volume will be same in all the test tubes. Only sample concentration will be varying in all the test tubes where reagents are common.
taste.
I'll be posting this video in your classroom also. You can watch it later whenever you require.
Now keep it for around 30 minutes.
20 minutes maximum is sufficient, okay, for the reaction.
Now we are going to measure.
Even you can keep it up to 30 minutes. This is calorimeter, you can observe. That is the cuvette what he is taking. Cuvette is nothing but the sample cell. So in the cuvette we need to add 1/4. Blank will be
Remember, here your
yellow
blank
color
will be
only.
yellowish, so you will have to set the optical density to 0 first.
As I already said, blank will be only with reagents, not with sample.
Down,
So
set it
at
to
520 nanometer, we need to set the absorbance into 0 readings.
So you do not have to do the calculations.
Now transfer the solution
Then we
into
are
the
going
same
to take
test tube.
standard.
Standard will be reacted with.
You can see
You can find
orange color has
the
been allowed into
complex.
the test tube.
Here you can observe the reaction between creatinine and picric acid. It has produced orange color. Since the concentration is less, you will be finding orange colored complex. If the concentration is high, it will be seen as red color. And is in the particle density 0.07. Standard is of 0.07.
Then last we are going to take the taste.
Test also you can observe, see the red color to orange color complex, that is due to reaction between creatinine and picric acid in alkaline medium. So if you allow 30 minutes only, the reaction will be completed and you will get the color intensity.
Note down the optical density. put it into the
0.132.
observation table. So
Even you can do the
here we are
calculation
going
with
to
this
put it
reading
into the
also.
observation table, standard as well as taste, and we can do the calculation. Now, normal range for creatinine is for
He has
different
shown the
for
calculation
men
for
it is 0.6 to
milligram
1.5, for
percentage
women
calculation.
it is around 1.4 to 1.2. For children it is little bit less because their total muscle mass is less. And you can write down whatever the result after calculation come, you can write it down. Now there can be some abnormalities into the
This all you can observe
creatinine.
later.
If you
Okay.
see low plasma creatinine,
can be due to smaller muscle mass. Then
So for other concepts, you can watch it later. Hope you have understood and have seen the demo of color change and how to perform the blood test by creatinine, means by JAFS method for creatinine sample. Okay. And write your observation and submit. You have 20 minutes. By 4 o'clock you can submit. Maximum 4:30 all should be submitted. Thank you. With this I am stopping discussion on this practical experiment 9, that is quantitative estimation of blood creatinine by JAFS method. Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, no means then start writing and submit. Thank you all. Take care, be safe.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, pa.